Hello, everyone. In part two, I want to apprise you all about Pluto. Well, Pluto pushes us to dig deep and uncover the root causes of things, seeking ultimate truth and profound understanding. It symbolizes fate and our collective survival instinct as a species. So, resisting Pluto is like resisting the laws of life, it's futile. Pluto's goal isn't to give us what we want, but to help us transcend our personal desires and align with the greater good of the universe. Therefore, it's very crucial to align ourselves with Pluto rather than resist it. The core of Pluto represents what triggers us the most, what we resist, what keeps us awake at night. It's the hardest thing to understand, the life circumstances and people that we struggle with. So Pluto is like our shadow. Just as the sun creates a shadow when it shines on us, Pluto reveals the parts of ourselves that we reject or deny. So, as Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So, to overcome Pluto's challenges, we must face our shadow and understand it. Only then can we stop projecting it outward and take control of our lives. The hardest truth is that your worst enemy isn't Pluto, it's you. You yourself when you don't speak your truth. Specifically, it's the part of you that you cannot face. So when something triggers you and you can't make sense of it, that's Pluto at work. It's your shadow calling for attention, revealing something within you that needs understanding. For example, if crime triggers you, it doesn't mean you're a criminal, but there's something about the nature of that crime that stirs something deep within you that needs to be understood and addressed. It could be a fear of your own anger, an unconscious concern about how you'd react in similar situation, or an unprocessed experience from your past where you were a victim or a witness. These unprocessed experiences lurk in your subconscious, waiting to emerge. So, facing and understanding them is crucial for your personal growth and overcoming the challenges that Pluto presents. Basically, it's also understanding your relationships. To understand your relationships, you need to understand your own self and your shadow self and then address it. So, this is that period where you need to address yourself. The journey basically is to the heart of Pluto. Understand the heart of Pluto. Facing Pluto's challenges isn't easy because they're deep and mysterious. Processing these themes takes a little bit of time. That is why it takes 20 years for the transition and for even Pluto moving from one sign to the other. So, truly moving past betrayal or admitting our mistakes requires honesty and repeated efforts. Pluto's long transits reflect the time needed to uncover and understand what's buried in our subconscious mind. This journey, though difficult, is worth it because it helps us grow, gain wisdom, and develop compassion. So it brings us closer to our true path and aligns our personal growth with greater good. So, despite Pluto's intense repetition, it acts out of deep transformative love. Pluto's goal is to free us from baggage, from suffering, and outdated ego constructs, not to inflict pain. So, when we align with the Pluto instead of resisting it, life becomes easier and less of a struggle. Challenges will still come, but it's like swimming with the tide rather than against it. So, Pluto helps us move in harmony with the universe. Now, as Pluto approaches Aquarius, it's important to understand how Pluto transits work. So, when Pluto enters a new sign, it deeply transforms the values, the themes, and the ways of operating associated with that particular sign. Now, this transformation is profound and long lasting, which is why Pluto spends about 20 years in each sign. Although Pluto's influence can be mysterious and beyond our control, understanding its cycle of change can help us go with the flow of the universe. So, Pluto's cycle of change involves a three-stage process that describes how it operates both in its natal chart, the placement, and through the transits, like the recent 16-year transit of Pluto in Capricorn. So, the three stages of Pluto's cycle of change is disempowerment first. The first stage is disempowerment. This stage occurs when we cannot assert our will due to external forces or lack of clarity. It often involves feelings of powerlessness, anxiety, or fear, and can stem from early life's experiences where others imposed their will on us. So, introspection is necessary, looking back is necessary, and then disconnecting. Be aware. In this stage, the second stage is awareness. So the first is disempowerment, second is awareness. In this stage, we delve into what disempowers us by bringing subconscious feelings and experiences into conscious awareness. It's an intense but liberating process, leading to a sense of release and new understanding. The third and the last stage is transformation. So once we disempower, disconnect, we become aware, and then the transformation takes place, because here we reclaim our power and act responsibly for the collective good. This ongoing process involves aligning our actions with our surroundings and finding a sense of flow. So, understanding these stages helps us see the bigger picture and take control of our personal growth. We may experience different stages at various surroundings or different stages at various points of our life. So, it's so important for us to understand what happened in the past. How do we disconnect and disempower from there? Become aware of what we want now, and then work towards the transformation and become the person we want to be, or change our circumstances the way we want. So, in conclusion, embracing Pluto's transformative energy can lead to profound personal and collective growth. So, while the journey may be challenging, it is also incredibly rewarding and interesting. So, by understanding and aligning with Pluto's cycle of change, we can move forward with greater awareness, resilience, and a sense of purpose. Remember, change is the only constant, and with Pluto in Aquarius, we have a unique opportunity to innovate, evolve, and create a better future. So let's welcome this transformative period with open hearts and minds, ready to harness its potential for the greater good. Together, we can navigate these changes and emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. Let's look forward to a bright and promising future. You need to know where is the position of the sign of Aquarius situated, in which sector of your life, which sector of your life is affected, and also seeing the transition that now that Pluto is in Aquarius, it's basically wanting you to change in that particular sector, because the natal chart Aquarius is also that you need to decipher where the transition is taking place in Aquarius. You need to decipher and then understand where the Pluto was in your natal chart and now what is it demanding. In case for you need to know more detail or an in-depth analysis of yourself, connect with me and discover how best you could take advantage of this transition. Stay blessed.